Right. So in the last class, as we discussed, right, guys? So in the last class, we started discussing about the virtualization technique, right? What is virtualization and how the virtualization is useful and how internally it will work, right? So what and all different virtualization softwares we have in the market and like we have VMware, we have Oracle VirtualBox, we have Microsoft Hyper-V. So these are all different virtualization softwares we have in the market. So we are going to use Oracle VirtualBox, guys. We are going to use Oracle VirtualBox, right? So now what we will do in this session. So we are going to download the Oracle VirtualBox, okay, and then we are going to install it, and then once installation is done, we'll create the VMs. Okay. Again, I'll explain this. Right. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Just a little brief about the last topic, virtualization. Then we can go ahead and we can install the components, guys. From this week onwards, we'll start the demos. Okay. So initially, we'll discuss the process, okay, to install the SQL Server. What is the process and all? First, initially we'll discuss, and then we'll slowly start the okay demos, guys. So let me open this diagram. Yeah, okay. So virtualization means generally in the organizations we will use virtual machines instead of physical machines. So as I said, there are a lot of challenges with the physical machines. And first of all, why we need machine, guys? Machine or box or server. Okay, these are all the different names. Machine or box or server. All are same. Okay. Machine or box or server. Okay. All are same, guys. Okay. Why we need machine? As SQL Server is an application, to install this application, we need one platform. What platform we need? Operating system. Okay. So first we need an operating system. So where we can install this operating system? On a machine. Okay. On a machine, we can install this operating system. So we have two different types of machines. One is physical machine. Second one is virtual machines. So what are the differences between physical machine and virtual machine? Physical machine means you can see, you can feel, you can touch, like your laptop. Okay? Your laptop you can see, you can feel, and you can touch. Virtual machine means like a Google Assistant in your phone, like a Siri in your phone. You can feel, you can see, but you cannot touch. But you cannot touch, guys. So that is called virtual machines. So what are the challenges with the physical machines? To manage the physical machines, we need lot of space. Okay, to manage the physical machines, we need lot of space, and of course maintenance is difficult, networking and all is difficult. So lot of challenges are there with the physical machines, and in case if something went wrong to the physical machine, someone has to go to that location and he has to check the issue and all, and he has to fix the issue. So those are all the different the connectivity is the main challenge with the physical machines, guys. So this is yeah, these are the challenges of the physical machine. So virtual machines means those machines will be managed virtually. Virtual means don't think that they will come from like from the cloud and all, from air and all. Okay. So virtual means using the physical resources we can able to create the virtual machines. Whatever physical resources are there, using the physical resources, we need the same RAM, we need the storage, we need the CPU. These are all three main peripherals of any machine. So by using the physical resources of RAM, by using the physical resources of CPU and physical resources of storage, we'll take the pool and we are going to collect the resources and we are going to allocate some amount of resources to the virtual machine, and the virtual machine will run virtually. So physical space we don't need it. Physically you cannot see this machine, you cannot see this machine physically, you can feel it, you can you can see it, but I mean to say you can connect to it, but you cannot touch this machine. Means this machine will not exist physically, this is just a virtual machine using the physical resources, whatever resources are there, using the physical resources. Okay, and using one virtualization software we can create the virtual machines. Means what this virtual machine will do, guys, it will allocate the resources to this machine, and virtually it will create an interface, so that is called virtual machines. So what is the advantage of the virtual machines? You can connect from anywhere in the world. Okay, you can connect from anywhere in the world. Okay, so in case if something goes wrong, the fixing and all is easy. Okay, of course the hardware resources, if something goes wrong they have to go and check, but the virtual machine, if something goes wrong, like they can start the virtual machine from anywhere in the world, they can stop the virtual machine from anywhere in the world. Okay, physical machine you can stop but you cannot start. Okay, from anywhere in the world, again someone has to go to that location and they have to start. Okay, so that is how this is. Like for example, I have created some virtual machines, guys. Okay, I have created some virtual machines, like as I said for the last session, we just created some virtual machines. These are all the virtual machines. So with software I used to create these virtual machines, I used Oracle VirtualBox. So now by using my laptop RAM, I'm having around 16 GB RAM. So by using my laptop RAM, by using my laptop storage, my physical laptop storage, by using my physical laptop RAM, by using my physical laptop storage, and by using my physical laptop CPU, I have allocated few resources to the virtual machine. See how many machines are created? Around 10 machines are created. But I cannot start all these 10 machines at a time. Why? Can anyone tell me, guys, why I cannot start all these machines at a time?
Sir, it will consume all the resources on your physical laptop, like
Correct.
CPU, RAM. So it will be hang. It will hang.
Correct. So if you see here, each machine I gave, some machines I gave 3 GB, some of the machines I gave 2 GB. So on an average, if it is 20 GB, 10 machines on an average, if it is 20 GB, I'm having this laptop is having 16 GB, and if I start all the VMs at a time, and this laptop also will consume some memory, right, to run all these applications. So anyhow, this laptop needs at least 4 5 GB RAM. And apart from that, out of 16 GB, if laptop is taking 4 GB, imagine worst case 12 GB is reserved memory. So in that also, if you start all the VMs, what will happen? 10 machines, 10 into 2 GB, 20 GB. To start all the machines, we need 20 GB, but you're having 12 GB. Is it possible, guys? So what will happen once I started the VMs, it will consume 100% memory. So if 100% memory is there, then what will happen? Then after some time, after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, the laptop will be hanged. Sometimes you can see that uh, load and all on your laptop. Sometimes you can see that your laptop will be very slow sometimes. So when you see RAM, it will go to 100 percentage, and CPU it will go to 100 percentage, like that. So I cannot start all the machines based on my resource limitations. I cannot start all the machines based on my resource limitations. How many machines I can start? Like as per my reserved memory, I can go and check here in the task manager. We can go how to open task manager, guys. This is called task bar. Okay, where you can see all the tasks. This is called the task bar. And right click on the task bar, you can see task manager. Or in the run also you can use shortcut task mgr. Okay, in the run also you can use task mgr to open the task manager, guys. So here you can see the performance. If you go to the performance tab, you can see currently how much RAM is in use, guys. Exactly 50% is RAM in use. 7.9 GB out of 15.8 GB is in use. Okay, so once I started the machines, 2 GB, 3 GB will keep increasing the load here, and then at one point 16 GB by 16 GB it will use total 100 percentage memory it will use. Okay, so that there will be no memory for other machines, and even there will be no memory for the laptop also to run. So in that scenario, what will happen, guys? Your laptop will be hanged. Your laptop will be hanged. So that is the reason we don't start all the machines as per the practice. We are going to start the machines, and hardly like during the high availability concepts, we'll play with the three machines at a time. So you have to manage the RAM, how to manage the RAM. Okay, all these things and all will be discussed in the HADR classes, guys, in the coming classes. So now, as I said, we have to create a virtual machine. Now I have to install SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server. I have to install SQL Server here. Imagine I have to install SQL Server on this machine. So first, if I have to install SQL Server on this machine, guys, then users can connect to SQL Server. So if I want to install SQL Server on this machine, first of all, machine should be created, right? What is this machine? This is called server. Guys, are you getting the point? You can install SQL Server on the servers, Windows servers, or you can install in the laptop also. As I said in the last class, we don't use laptops because of the resource limitations. Laptops cannot handle more RAM, more CPU. Okay, they will run with less RAM, less CPU, and also and laptops, when compared to server operating systems, laptop operating systems are having a lot of limitations. So that's why we don't use laptops, and they are not going to install any SQL server in your laptop, guys. So there is a separate server. Okay, so in that server we'll install SQL server, guys. Okay, so now if I want to install SQL server, first of all, what I should have? What I should have, guys? If I want to install SQL server, first of all, what I should have?
Server we want.
Windows Server.
Windows server we should have. Okay, first of all, we should have Windows server. So now what we have to do? I have to create a Windows server. Windows server in the sense Windows server is an operating system. So if I want to install an operating system, what I should have?
Physical resources, RAM.
Or virtual. Physical, of course, physical resources. First, if I want to install a Windows operating system, I need a virtual machine. Is it clear, guys? The hierarchy. Is the hierarchy clear? Everyone. First, I need a virtual machine. Then on top of the virtual machine, I'll install the Windows server like this. See, for example, when you go to any shop and when you buy the laptop, so what they will do after buying the laptop, guys? You are buying one machine actually. What they will do after buying the laptop? What they will do? The first step is they will install the dash. What they will install?
Operating system.
Windows
Operating
operating
system. The
system.
operating
Windows
system they will
operating.
install. First, they will install operating system. Then they will install other tools. Whatever tools that we are using regularly, then they will install other tools. The first, what they will do, they will install the operating system. So now, if I want to install SQL Server, first I need an operating system. If I want to install an operating system, first I need a machine. If I want to create a machine, what I should have? What I should have? I should have a virtual.
Resources.
Virtualization software.
I should have a virtualization software. I should have a virtualization software. What this virtualization software will do? It will going to allocate the resources to the virtual machines. Is it clear, guys? It is going to allocate physical resources to the virtual machines. Now, are we good, guys? The hierarchy. Everyone, is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Any questions, doubts so far, please? Guys, please respond again. I cannot ask everyone like please respond and all. Please, are we good on this? These are very basics. Then only we can go ahead.
Yes.
Asian.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Okay, 1 minute. Ajit,
Yes, sir.
is this your first class or what?
Yeah, actually last week I was traveling, so I was not able to attend the class.
Okay, okay, fine. Ajit Singh, right?
Yeah, Ajit Singh, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Right, and one more. Preeti.
Yeah, Shabnam.
So is this your first class, Preeti? Yeah, I got you, got you, got
No,
you.
no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you, I got you. Yeah. Thank you. Right, guys. So now what is the next step? What will be the next step, guys? So first of all, we have to install the virtualization software. So this virtualization software can be VMware, it can be Oracle VirtualBox, it can be Hyper-V. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to use Oracle VirtualBox for our practice. As I said, Oracle VirtualBox is lightweight process when compared to other softwares. In the organization, they might use VMware or they might use Hyper-V. We don't know. At the end of the day, what we need, guys? At the end of the day, what we need? We need machine.
Virtualization
We
software.
need machine. We
What-
need a virtual machine. So using which software they are creating the virtual machine, that is not our business. That is not our headache. Whether they are creating this virtual machine, you can create this virtual machine using VMware. You can create this virtual machine using Oracle VirtualBox. You can create this virtual machine using Hyper-V. At the end of the day, we need virtual machine. So which software they are using, that is not our business, that is not our headache. At the end of the day, whether we have Windows Server or not, whether we have Windows Server or not, Windows Server is a unique product. Even though it was created by VMware, or it was created by VirtualBox, or it was created by Hyper-V, but the product is still same. Okay, the same thing. If you buy the phone in the Flipkart, also the same phone you will get it, or in the Amazon also the same phone you will get it, or some other platforms also you will get the same phone. The platforms are different, okay, Flipkart, Amazon, but the item is same, right? So this is also the same. This is a product. You are designing this product using VMware or Oracle VirtualBox or Hyper-V, so there is no issue what they are using internally in their organization. At the end of the day, we have a server and we have to connect to the server and we have to install the SQL server and we have to manage the SQL server on this virtual machine, guys. Now everyone, is it clear SQL difference between a SQL server, virtual machine and Windows server? Are we good? Are we, I mean, like, people are having clarity on this, guys?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so
Yes,
what,
sir.
yeah, so what we can do now, we'll install the virtualization software. Okay, we'll install Oracle VirtualBox software. As I have already installed the Oracle VirtualBox software, so I cannot again uninstall and I cannot show you how to install and all. Okay, so better if any one of you can share your screen. Okay, those who don't have VirtualBox, so if you are okay to share your screen, then we can go ahead and I'll show you how to download the Oracle VirtualBox and how to install the Oracle VirtualBox, guys. And again, okay, before jumping into it, first let me tell you the process. Okay, in the organization, we will get a request, guys. Okay, imagine we will get a request. Some customer is asking, hey, please install SQL Server 2019. Okay, please install SQL Server 2019. This is our request. So now, just now as discussed, okay, creating virtual machines will be done by which team, guys? In the last sessions we'll discuss about multiple teams. Who is going to create the virtual machines? Who is going to create the virtual machines? Which team will create the virtual machines?
Windows team.
Windows team. Windows or VM team or Wintel team. You have to know the terminologies. Windows, VM, Wintel, all are same. Windows, VM, Wintel. Okay, these are all different teams in the organization. The names will be said different in different organization. In some organization they will call it as a Windows team. In some organization they will call it as a VM team. In some organization they will call it as a Wintel team. Okay, so first the teams, which team? See, at the end of the day we need the server. So we need this server means we are not going to build in the organization, right? For every activity there are different teams will be there. They are going to take care of it. And once the machine is ready, they will let us know. Then as a SQL DBA, we are going to install the SQL server. So now step one is install the Oracle VirtualBox. Who will do this?
Windows team.
Windows team. Okay, Windows team will do this. Okay, this step. Second is step 2. Second is install the Windows Server operating system. Windows Server operating system. Who will do this? Same Windows team only will do this. Okay, setting up the remote connections. I'll tell you what is this remote connections and all. Okay, setting up the remote connections. so that we can connect to the server remotely. Again, who will do this? Windows team. And installing the prerequisites like .NET framework and all, installing the prerequisites. Who will do this? Again, okay, prerequisites like .NET framework. Again, will be done by Windows team. Okay, Windows team. And then step 5, some network related connections and all will be there. If any network related things and all like IP addresses and all, like network connections and all, so network connections will be taken care by which team, guys? Network team. In case if they are adding any storage and all, they are going to, like, storage team will be there, they are going to allocate storage team. Once everything is ready, then installation of SQL Server, okay, will be done by DBA team. Okay, so once everything is ready, then you have to do this. Okay, once everything is ready, then as a DBA, we will connect to the server and we'll install the SQL Server, and then whatever things are there, we'll set up the things, guys. So this is the workflow. Okay, so they are going to, again, in case in the organization, okay, if any work is there, they will not directly come to you and they will not tell. Okay, they will not directly come to you and they will not tell, guys. So simply they will raise a request. What they will do? They will raise a request. They means what? Who? Users or customers will raise a request. Request means what, guys? For example, in your home you are using internet, right? So if internet is not working, what you will do, guys? If internet is not working, what you will do? You will raise a complaint, right? You will raise a complaint. You will open the app or whatever it is, you will raise a complaint. You will just wait for 5 to 10 minutes, or maybe you will wait for 10-15 minutes, or you will wait for one hour. Still, if it is not working, means it is urgent to you, you are going to raise a request. So you will open their app. Imagine you are using Airtel internet. You will open Airtel app and you are going to raise a complaint. So once you raise the complaint, what you will get it? Immediately. Once you raise a complaint, what you will get it, guys? You will get a service request number. What is the use of that request number, guys? What is the use of that service request number? Tell me.
For tracking.
For tracking purpose. In case, like, whether Airtel team assigned any person to fix this issue, any engineer is going to come and fix this issue. What is the status? Where the internet issue is going to be resolved? To track all these things, we'll have a service request number. So using that service request number, they will track everything. And whenever you are ordering any device or anything in the Amazon or Flipkart, you will also get order ID. So what is the use of this order ID? For tracking purpose. We can easily track where is the product exactly, whether it is in transit state or shipping state, or it just reached the destination. So everything, whether they gave it to the security, or what is the situation. So for tracking purpose, we need one number. Okay, so in the same way, so to install SQL Server, we have lot of teams involved. Once these Windows team, network team, storage team, okay, whoever are there, if they created the ground, then we are going to play. Correct? So now in case if customer is asking for a SQL Server installation, he will raise a request. So that customer wants to know where is it exactly, whether it is with Windows team, whether it is with the network team, whether it is with the DBA team, anyone is working on it, what is the ETA, when it is going to be finished. To track all these things, a customer is going to raise a request. And for auditing purpose also, because servers are very costly. If someone coming to you and if they are asking you to install SQL Server, how come you can install it? You should have a like kind of accountability, right? So if there is no accountability and all, it will create a lot of problem for all these things. In the organization will raise a request. Whatever your work is, whether it is an installation, whether it is an issue, whether it is a query, whether you stuck at any point, you will raise a request. You will talk to the team members using requests only. For any task, small or big, customers will raise a request. Okay, for the tracking purpose, for the auditing purpose. Okay, auditing means again every year in the organization internal auditing team will be there. They will check why you install this SQL server. Where is the request? Show me without request why you install this SQL server. Okay, so there is a process that you have to follow. So that is called your internal process, guys. We'll call it as a service level agreements and all, SLAs and all. Okay, so it depends upon the organization to organization. It will be there. Okay, guys, are we good now? So to raise this request, there should be a platform, right, to raise a request. If Airtel internet is not working, we'll open Airtel app and we'll raise a request. Correct? And you just sent some money to your friend, it was not credited, so you'll open the app and you will raise a complaint. Correct? In the same way, to raise the requests and all, to to raise some issues and all, okay, if something is not working, you are going to raise an incident. So to raise all these things, we will have, okay, one platform called ticketing tool. What is this, guys? Ticketing tool. So using this ticketing tool, we are going to raise a request. So in the organization, so mostly organizations will use uh, ticketing tools. Okay, we have different ticketing tools in the market. So the famous ticketing tool is what? ServiceNow. We'll also call it as a Snow. Okay, we also call it as a Snow. S means ServiceNow. Snow means not Mohan Babu family. Okay, Snow means ServiceNow. Fine. So ServiceNow is the famous ticketing tool. ServiceNow is a famous ticketing tool to raise the requests, anything, requests or incidents or whatever it is. Apart from ServiceNow, we have Jira, we have BMC Remedy Force. Guys, why we are discussing all these things? In the interviews, they will ask you. In the interviews, they will ask you which ticketing tool you are using. If you don't know what is ticketing tool, and you performed 1 hour interview very well, and you don't know any ticketing tool that you are using, that's it. Okay, so ServiceNow, Jira, BMC Remedy Force, like we'll also call it as RF. Okay, RF tickets and all, RF, and Lotus Notes. These are all the different ticketing tools. Some organizations, most of the organizations will use ServiceNow, guys. Okay, most of the organizations will use ServiceNow. Okay, some organizations will use Jira, some organizations will use Remedy Force, some organizations will use Lotus Notes, some organizations will use DevOps boards. Okay, so different tools will be there. So using these tools, they are going to raise a request. Fine, guys, are we good so far? Any questions, doubts?
It's clear, Shanmugh.
Who is this Samsung SMS? Okay. Who is this Samsung, guys? Samsung SMS911B. Please respond. Please, as I said in the first class, don't join with the device names. It is very difficult to track who is joining and all. Samsung SMS911B. Are you able to hear me? Or someone joined from the Samsung phone. Can you please check once? Please let me know your name. I am going to rename it for you. Samsung. Okay, so I'll give you 15 minutes time. Please respond. Otherwise, if you don't respond, I'll keep you in the waiting room. Okay, fine. So now what we can do, guys, what we can do, right?
Can I ask you something
Yeah,
quickly?
no problem, Imran. Tell me.
I want to ask you, Jira is like is it the same as the ServiceNow as well,
Yes,
or
yes,
the
Jira is also same as a service now. Means same means not the interface. Okay, so definitely iPhone and Samsung, the goal is same. Okay, but Samsung will have its own interface, iPhone will have its own interface. So the interface, the options, it will be changed, but the goal and the functionality is same. Okay,
Oh,
they are
no,
going to.
I worked in ServiceNow, so
Okay,
year or so. But Jira, I've seen that it is for
not
application.
not an issue, not an issue. Okay, you if you worked in if you worked in any ticketing tool, you can understand the other ticketing tools. See, any ticketing tool, the concept is same: request, change request, okay, and incidents. So names will be different, but the functionality is same and the motto is same. Okay, the end user is going to raise a request in case if he is having any issue or if he is having any piece of work, he is going to raise a request. So the interface will be different. That's it.
Oh, okay. The only thing I wanted to ask is the application team and the Windows team can use the same this one as well. Because request can
They
come in.
see throughout the organization they will use only one ticketing tool. Okay, so if you raise a ticket in service now and you cannot ask them to check in the Jira. Okay, they are also have to use the same ticketing tool. But in some organization depends upon the projects, they might use two ticketing tools also. Few projects they will use Jira, few projects they will use ServiceNow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. Guys, any questions? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 minute, I'm just checking on this. Just 1 minute. Right, okay. I'm just checking for one option. Where is that? Where is the meeting chart? Hari, you have any questions, Hari?
No, Shanmugh.
Okay, okay. Okay, fine, no issues. Right. So what we can do now? Yeah, we are good now. So anyone from you guys can share the screen so that we can install the Oracle VirtualBox first, and then remaining things I'll show in my screen. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing. Who is going to share the screen, guys?
I will share my screen now.
Good, Swarna. And make sure
Yeah.
there are no personals on your screen. Okay, photos and all will be uploaded in the YouTube. Okay, so please make sure. Okay. Okay, Swarna, please organize the things and once ready, let me know. I will give you the access to share the screen. Samsung SMS 911B, you are not responding.
Hello, I think it's mine, sir. Charan.
Charan. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, sir.
Charan. Okay, Charan.
I have joined a little bit late. Yeah.
No problem, no
Sorry.
problem. Yeah, no issues. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shanmugh, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you are sharing the screen, Swarna?
Yes, yes.
I can't see the screen.
Wait. No?
And now I am able to see the screen. Okay. Fine. Okay. So now what we can do, just go to Google. Open the tab, one more tab. I hope you shared the screen, the whole screen and all, okay? Yeah. Now just open, so controls are disturbing you. Just do one thing. You can click on the top three buttons and you can just click on that hide controls. Or you can just click on that resize window. Do one thing, okay? Do one thing. That's fine. Now it is fine. Okay, open the new tab. Okay, so here just type Google. Just type in the browser URL address bar. Okay, fine. Open the Google. Right. Okay. Download Oracle VirtualBox. Download Oracle VirtualBox. Okay. First option you can. Now open this one. You can see guys whether whenever you are downloading anything, first always keep an eye on the website. Okay, from which website you are downloading. So directly there is a website for VirtualBox. So VirtualBox directly VirtualBox website is there, the first one. So download VirtualBox. Click on that first option. Download VirtualBox. So there are like how see every software will have versions. Every piece of software will have versions. Okay. So in the same way, Oracle VirtualBox also having different versions. So you can just go down simply. You can see old builds. We don't want to install the VirtualBox. This one latest versions and all will go for the old builds. Just maximize this window. That's it and download. Okay. VirtualBox personal and change log VirtualBox 7.1.6 you can see previous releases. The second line, third box. Click on that previous releases. So now guys, you can use 6.1. Okay, 7.0, 7.1 having some limitations with the Windows 10 laptops and all. And again, for some people, I cannot say 6.1. Some people, I cannot say 7.1. So better we can use 6.1. Okay, click on the 6.1. Right, now you click on the Windows hosts. Can you see 6.1.50? Wait, who is sharing the screen? Someone is sharing the screen. Ravi, please stop sharing the screen. Yeah, click on that Windows hosts. The click on that. Very good. Okay, so it will not ask anything, guys. Okay, simply it will download immediately, and you can see it was already downloaded. Okay, just open this, and always remember one thing: whenever you are installing something as a DBA, you have to remember this point, guys. Very important. Whenever you are trying to install anything, whenever you are trying to open any application file or executable file .exe file, so always you have to open with run as administrator. Remember this point, very important. If you don't open this with run as administrator, you might get some errors, different errors and all. The simple solution is you have to open with run as administrator. So if you forget to open, you will get different errors. You will simply waste your time in browsing, okay, for these errors and all. So habituate, make a habit of opening any application, any exe file. No need to open notepads, documents and all with run as administrator. Application files, you can see the type of file is application, and .exe files, executable files. Okay, these two files you have to open with a run as administrator. Click on that run as administrator. Right click, you can see run as administrator, guys. Okay, you will get yes or no pop-up. Click on yes. Installation of VirtualBox is very easy. And again, who will do this step in the organization? Who will do this in the organization?
This team.
Windows team.
Windows team. Now we are creating one machine. For second machine also we have to do the same process, guys. Again we have to download VirtualBox. Again we have to create the VM. I mean, again we have to set up the things. Is it? For one machine we are following this process, right? For second machine also again we have to download VirtualBox, and again we have to do
No,
all
sir.
not required. Okay,
For
we are
sec
creating the platform.
for second machine, we use the same
Yeah,
VirtualBox.
as we don't have the platform, as we are building from the scratch, So that's why we are doing it for the first time. We are installing all these things. Next time we can directly go ahead and you can create the virtual machine. Okay, right. Click on next. You can install next install. Simple, very simple. Next and click install. Yes, next and yes and install. You'll get in between, you'll get yes or no screen, that is network related screen. Just click on yes and then just go to next and then install, guys. This is how you can install VirtualBox. Very simple. So you don't need to worry. I'll tell you from which step DBA work will start. From that onwards, you have to concentrate. I mean to say, I'm not telling you don't concentrate and all. So from that point onwards, our work will start. But to scratch everything from the to build everything from the scratch, okay, so you have to do all these things in your laptop so that you will get some control on the platform side, you will get some control on the OS side, you will get some control on the infrastructure side, guys. Okay, yeah, now it was installed. I guess you can minimize this, and on the desktop screen will be created, a shortcut will be created. Just minimize this, minimize. Now it was installed. See, click OK. Always it will open like this. Don't update, guys. Just whenever you are getting this pop-up, just click OK. Okay, it is asking you to upgrade to 7.1. No need to upgrade to 7.1. You can just use the same 6.5. Okay, so that's it, guys. In this way we can install the Oracle VirtualBox. Are we good, guys? Everyone installing Oracle
Yes,
VirtualBox?
sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. Fine. Now what we can do, now you can stop sharing, Swarna. So we'll go ahead with my machine now. Right, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. So now after the installation, as I created multiple machines, so you can see like this. For you, you don't see anything, like a blank you can see. Okay, for you don't see anything after installation, you can see just a blank here. So don't worry, as these are all the machines they have already created, so that's why. So now the next step is we have to create the virtual machine. First step is completed as per this. Okay, where is this? Go to this and this. Step 1, install Oracle VirtualBox, completed. Right now, what is the second step? We have to install the
Install
Windows
Yes.
server. So first, second step, let's add a step like this. Create the virtual machine. Step 2, create the virtual machine. Step 3 is installation of Windows server. Now step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. Okay, fine. So now I have to create a virtual machine. So as I said, what is a virtual machine, guys? How to create the virtual machine? So virtual machine means we have to allocate the resources. Okay, how we will create the virtual machine? Once we allocate the RAM, once we allocate the CPU, once we allocate the storage, that's it, virtual machine will be created. Okay, so before creating virtual machine, what I want to do is I want to check how much free space in my drive. Okay, in my computer, I want to see how much free space is there. Okay, so now if you see, almost like my C drive is almost full, my D drive is almost full. Okay, I have to do a cleanup activity. Okay, fine. So and I'm having some free space in the E drive. So what I'll do, I'll create, okay, a machine in the E drive, so that I need minimum 25 GB to 30 GB. Minimum I need 25 GB to 30 GB. So that's why in which drive I have minimum 25 to 30 GB, in that drive I'll create the folder first. Okay, so before that, let me check whether any machines I can delete. This is Ubuntu. Ubuntu is created in this machine, 16 MB. And how much storage we give this? Settings, storage, and its virtual size is 20 GB. Okay, let me delete this. Don't delete anything, guys. I'm just cleaning up. Okay, just to create some free space. Batch 54, 55, 56, 57. I have few files in the batch 54. This is created in which machine? E drive. This is also created in E drive. Now let me check anything freed up in the E drive. 49 only. Okay. And that, let's delete this. This was created in the D drive. Batch 57, we don't need it. This one. Okay, let's delete these virtual machines. AD, D drive, and 01P E drive, and 02P E drive. Okay, I'll delete these machines. We don't want. Remove, delete all files, and delete all files. Hmm. Okay, so let me refresh now. Yeah, here E drive 84 GB and D drive 39 GB free space is there. Now we are good, guys. We are good now. And I just deleted batch 56. Shit. Okay, fine. So now what we can do, guys, first go to this any drive, make sure having at least 30 GB free space. Okay, make sure in that particular drive at least 30 GB free space is there in that particular drive. Okay, so here I can either go to D drive or I can go to E drive. Okay, in my both of the drives I'm having 39 GB and 84 GB roughly. Let's go to E drive. I'll create one folder. Control Shift plus N is the shortcut to create the new folder. What is that, guys? Control plus Shift plus N. Okay, you will get a new folder. So now I'm going to name this as a batch 58 VM. Okay, batch 58 VM. Just create this folder first. Now what we can do, we can go ahead and we can create the machine, guys, new machine. So how to create the new machine? Maybe see, for me it is a kind of a old interface, little old interface. You are now using 6.1.50 version. I might use little old interface, so that's why I can see options like this. For you, you can see plus symbol like that. You can see little different options for you. Okay, those who are using the 6.1.50 version. So don't worry. So maybe the icons will be changed, but the options will be same. New option. Click on this new. I am creating a new virtual machine. Give the name of the machine B58 or batch 58. I'll give the name as batch 58. Now this machine folder, in which drive it is going to be created, guys? Machine folder. Just use this drop down, click on others. I created some folder in the E drive, right? Go to E drive. Batch 58 VM, you can see. Batch 58 VM. Yeah, it was here. Okay, just click on this, select this, and then Windows. I'm going to create a Windows machine. Type Microsoft Windows, and the version, which version of Windows you are going to create, guys. You can choose any version, no issues. It will simply create an icon like this. Okay, here you can see icons, right? Like this only it will create. If you select Windows 2016, it will show you 2016 machine like this icon. But you can choose any operating system, no issues. Okay, what I'll do, I'll simply choose Windows others 64-bit. Remember one thing, 32-bit machines are old machines. We are not at all using in any organizations. Not even 1% also, not even one machine also belongs to 32-bit machines. Okay, so you can ignore the 32 options, 32-bit machine options. You can choose 64-bit options, guys. Choose other Windows 64-bit. If you can see Windows 2019, Windows 2022, you can select that, or here you can choose anything, but make sure it is a 64-bit option. 64-bit. Okay, guys, clear? Are we good now? Now, I just want to highlight one thing. Some of you can see only 32-bit. You cannot see 64-bit. Why? What is the reason? What is the reason? I'll tell you the solution. Okay. So after this creation of virtual machine, I'll tell you the solution. Others Windows 64-bit. Next. Now I have to allocate the RAM. Okay, so guys, again I'm saying based on my availability of the RAM, I am going to allocate the RAM. Okay, so how much RAM is there for me? Still 8 GB is in use currently and 8 more GB is free. So I'm going to use out of 8 GB, I'm going to allocate, okay, 3 GB to this machine, 3 GB, correct? So before jumping into this 3 GB, now tell me guys, how much MB is equal to 1 GB?
1024.
1024 MB is equal to 1 GB. So you should know this. This is important. You should be able to, okay, identify the size of the files in GBs and TBs, terabytes sometimes. So you should know this. So 8 bits is equal to what, guys? 8 bits is equal to
1 byte.
1 byte.
1 byte. Okay. 1024 bytes is equal to
1 KB.
1 kilobyte. Okay, 1 KB. 1024 kilobytes is equal to 1 MB.
1 MB.
Okay, and 1024 megabytes is equal to
1 CB.
1 GB, gigabyte. Okay, 1024 GB is equal to 1
1 terabyte.
TB.
terabyte. Okay, the next one is, the next unit is terabytes, 1 TB. Okay, 1024 terabytes is equal to 1
TB.
petabyte.
Zettabyte.
Okay, petabyte. 1024 petabytes is equal to 1 HB, hexabyte, then octabyte, then zettabytes. So like this the storage will come. So we'll handle up to terabytes of storage. Okay, we'll handle up to terabytes of storage. Now tell me KB. Now can anyone tell me this in terms of, okay, GBs, how much GB it is? Sometimes you can see the data file sizes like this. When you open the server, sometimes you can see the file sizes like this. Quickly you have to identify how much size it is. Correct? Now tell me, convert into GBs and tell me quickly.
Thirty-four GBs.
What about others, guys? Please give a try. No issues. Just give a try.
32 GB.
32 GB. 32, 34. Okay, again, I need just rough count. I don't need exact figure. Tell me, guys, how quickly you have to identify this. So you cannot again open calculators and you cannot calculate it, right? So there is a shortcut. So what is the shortcut, guys? Remember one thing, whenever you are seeing files like this, just divide into three parts. Okay, just divide into three parts like this. So how much is this?
Divided by 1,000 also.
Not required. Yeah, that also is okay. But that we need multiple times we have to do. Roughly we need a size, right? So how much is this, guys?
Yeah.
530 KB, correct? After KB is next.
Yeah.
After KB is next. What is the next unit? After KB is
MB.
units, tens, hundreds, thousands, right? So this is 9 MB, 9.5 MB, like that roughly we can tell. After 9, then 39 MB. Then maybe imagine there is a 1 here, 139 MB. Imagine. After that, after MBs, after
GB.
GB, 4 GB, 34 GB, guys. This is how quickly you have to calculate. No need to open your calculators and all. Roughly, I'm not saying exactly 32, 34 GB. Roughly, it will be 33, 34 GB kind of. It won't be more than 34 GB. Roughly 1 or 2 GB if you minus, so 32 to 34 GB it will be. So you will get an idea, so that because sometimes we have to handle gigabytes of backup files, terabytes of data files, terabytes of log files. I'll tell you what is data file, log file and all, don't worry. So you cannot again count it. So sometimes in the file system it will show like this. Roughly immediately how to calculate. Now guys, are we good? Can I give one more number? This time you will tell, right? Why I'm getting only 32? Now tell me, guys. Or let me delete few things. Maybe it is very big number. Now tell me. How much is this? Whether it is gigabytes or petabytes or exabytes, whatever it is, you can see on the screen on the top. You can see the table and you can tell me how much value it is. Quickly.
945 GBs.
Okay. What about others, guys? Why people are so silent? Getting sleep?
I think it's in terabytes, 94.5, something like that.
I think 9 terabytes.
9 terabytes, yeah.
Okay.
94.
Fine. Okay. So no need to divide into three parts and all. You can just in mind, you can calculate. 359 MB, 4 GB. After 359, again 4 GB, 34 GB, 934 GB. Okay. Next. After GBs. 5 TB, 45 TB, 945 TB. Okay. It's not like 945 GB or 9 TB. It is 945 TB.
940 TB, yeah.
Okay, guys, this is how roughly you have to calculate, guys. Fine. So now what we can do, why we are discussing all these things, because I have to allocate some RAM here. So how much RAM I want to allocate? 3 GB. So how much I have to allocate here? It is asking in MBs. How much I have to allocate here? 3 GB I want to allocate. So 3 GB convert into MBs, guys. Tell me how much value it is. And can you see here 16,384 MB means how much GB it is? 16,384 MB means how much GB? Quickly.
60 GB.
1.6 GB.
Huh?
I mean 16 GBs. Sorry.
16 GB, yeah.
16 GB. Okay, 1.6 GB my machine will run. Okay. Fine, this is the
GB,
maximum RAM in my machine. Okay, this is the maximum RAM in my machine. Fine. Okay, so I want in MB, so 3 GB I want to allocate 3 into 1024, 3072 MB. Okay,
yeah.
3072 MB we have to give here. Guys, again, depends upon your laptop. I am having 16 GB. Out of 16 GB, 8 GB is already is in use. Remaining 8 GB. In that 8 GB, I am allocating 3 GB to this. So total now is in use 8 GB. Plus if I start this machine 8 plus 3 GB, 11 GB. So I am safe. Out of 16 GB, 11 GB is in use. So my machine will not create any problem and all. So this is how you have to calculate. If you are having 8 GB machine, people are having 8 GB machine. If you are having 8 GB machine, what you have to do? Okay, 1 minute. Let me start this. Oh, come on. Okay. Minute. Just 1 minute, guys. I'm coming. Let me try from this.
based. Yeah, okay. So we'll go through today with the V4 based model. Shanmugh, can you enable the recording, please?
Recording in progress.
Thank you. All right. So let's see today with the V4 based model.
Right. Okay. So now are we good, guys? On what basis I give 3 GB? So based on my resources, I have allocated 3 GB here. So if you are using, if you are having 8 GB in your laptops, right? So 8 GB means first open the task manager. Check the utilization first here. Out of 8 GB, if 6 GB is in use, you cannot allocate 3 GB. 6 plus 3, 9 GB. You are having 8 GB. So more than that, you are having a 8 rupees. How can you give 9 rupees to others? Right? So in the same way, if 6 GB is in use, in that scenario, what you have to do, you have to allocate 2 GB only. Are we good, guys? You can even give 1 GB also, but based on your memory, the machine's speed will be decided. If it is 1 GB, it will be little slow. If it is 1 GB, it will be slow. It will be two, if it is 2 GB, it will be little slow. If it is 3 GB, that's okay, you can manage. But you can still practice with 1 GB machines also. In the Oracle VirtualBox, that is the advantage. In the VMware and all, 1 GB means very difficult to handle. But in the Oracle VirtualBox, at least you can start, you can log in, you can practice few things. Okay, guys. Are we good, guys, now about okay, setting up the RAM in your machines? Are we good? If you are using 8 GB, allocate 2 GB here. If you are using more than 8 GB, allocate 3 GB here. Okay. Okay, fine. Let me go to the next. Guys, able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
Shanmugh.
Okay. I'm going to next and create a virtual hard disk now. Create and then VDI format. The virtual hard disk file is in VDI format and it should be dynamically allocated. The size, whatever I'm giving, it should be dynamically allocated. So there are two options: dynamically allocated, fixed size. So what is the option? What is the best one, guys? Which one is the best one, dynamically or fixed size? So what is the difference between these two first? What is the difference between these two, dynamical and fixed size? Now I am going to allocate 25 GB, guys. Now I am going to allocate 25 GB storage. Okay. Now I am going to. Okay. Now I am going to allocate 25 GB storage to this machine. 1 minute, please. Right. So now I am going to allocate 25 GB storage, but this storage you can allocate either dynamically or fixed size. So what is the problem? If you give fixed size, imagine I am having 25 GB. In my 25 GB, from where it will take 25 GB, guys? Again, from where it will take? From this, in which drive you are creating that file. VDI file is there, right? Just now you have selected VDI file. Just now you are selected VDI file. Oh, so sorry, please 1 minute. Hmm. So now you have selected this E drive. In this E drive, that virtual machine VDI file is going to be created. So now that file, till how much it can extend to 25 GB or 30 GB based on the storage you are allocating. So now it is going to consume the free space in this drive. The file can grow up to 25 GB. Imagine if I am allocating 25 GB to that machine, the file can grow up to 25 GB in this machine, guys. So now here, if you give fixed size, even though it is not using, it will take 25 GB from this drive, 84 minus 25. If you give dynamically allocated, how much it is using, that much only it will lock here in this drive. Remaining still will be available in the drive only. So now tell me, guys, dynamically allocated is good option, fixed size is good option.
Dynamics.
Dynamically allocated is good option. So how much you are using in the virtual machine, that much only it will consume from your drive. Are we good, guys, now? Are we clear on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that is how it is going to work. So dynamically allocated and go to next. See here I can allocate the storage. I'm giving 25 GB and create it, guys. That's it. Now VM is created. Now I bought a new laptop. So what is the next step, guys? What is the next step?
OS.
Okay, we have to install the
OS.
operating system. So we have to install. We are good now. We created the platform. Now the next step is we have to install the operating system, guys. So what we can do, take a break, come back after maybe 10 minutes. Okay, come back after 10 minutes. Then I'll show you how to install the operating system. Okay, Windows Server will install. Okay, I'll show you how to install the operating system, guys. So break for 10 minutes and then we'll continue, guys. I'll pause the recording. Okay, just remind. Okay, fine. So we just created the VM, guys. We are good now. So the next step is we have to install the operating system. Okay, so if I want to install the operating system, generally when you buy any laptop, generally what you will do, just you will put some bootable pen drive and all, right? From at least one media should be there, one device should be there. So automatically that OS won't be installed, right? So you have to insert one media. You have to give the operating system file first, either DVD or nowadays no DVDs, only bootable pen drives and all. So now what we have to do, we have to first give the OS file. You have to attach the OS file to this machine. Which OS you are going to install, you have to attach that OS file. Then it will detect that OS file and then it will continue to install the operating system, guys. Okay. So now how to attach that OS file? See, this is the machine, right? Right click on the machine, go to settings. Generally, we'll use the same option. This is how we can open the settings, or select the machine and click on the settings button. Okay, like this also you can open. For any kind of settings, you can do like this. Okay, system, if you want to increase the RAM, Shanmukh, I created a RAM, I created a machine with 2 GB RAM. I want to increase or I want to decrease. Can I do that after creating? Yes, you can do that. Okay, what you have to do, make sure the machine is in powered off state, then only you can increase or decrease the RAM, you can change the RAM. So go to the machine settings and click on the system, you can increase or decrease from here. Okay, you can increase or decrease from here. And in case of any storage and all, then you can use this option, storage option, you can use this. But storage you cannot increase and decrease that. It is not that simple like RAM. There is a separate process to increase the storage and all, so that in case if your 25 GB or 30 GB is occupied completely, how to extend the RAM, that we will tell. But again, this is not our duty in the organization. Just this is only to set up the environment. Okay. Click on this empty CD in the storage section. Click on the empty CD. Here you have to attach the operating system file. So this is a virtual machine, guys. If it is a physical machine, I can put the bootable pen drive or I can put the DVD. So for virtual machine, how can I attach the file? How can I attach the operating system? So for that purpose, what we have to use, guys, what is that? We have to use virtual files. Okay, that is called, what is that? Can anyone tell me?
ISO files, sir.
ISO files. Okay, ISO files. So ISO files are virtually existed. Okay, like a physical drive. And we have this physical disk is there, right? DVD drive. So that drive physically it will exist. If the same drive is existed as a virtual, then that is called ISO files. That is called ISO files. So I have to attach Windows 2019, which operating system you want to install first. That operating system ISO file I have to attach. So go to this and go to the machine settings, click on the storage, click on empty, then click on this CD button. What you have to do, I can see lot of options here as I am using it regularly. You cannot see all these options. You can see first and second option you can see. So click on the first option. Okay, it will directly go to the softwares. Remember one thing, as I am already having softwares in my drive, so it is pointing to the softwares. In your case, you don't see like this. So those who registered, you will get the softwares today. Okay, to your mail IDs directly. Go to your Google Drive. Left side, there is an option called shared with me option. click on that shared with me option, you can see the softwares folder. You will get one software folder. In that softwares folder, you will have VirtualBox software. You will have virtual this one Windows Server operating system for softwares, and you will have SQL Server softwares also. Okay, so that you will get it today, so that you can start practicing immediately. One more thing, don't practice with me parallelly. Okay, so I'm going to record this. I'm even recording this. I'll give the access to this recording after the class. So you'll get the access. So you can just watch the recording and you can access and you can just create the VMs and all, or you can practice it. Don't concentrate. I mean, don't try to set up parallelly with me, so that you will in a hurry that what next, what I'm doing next, what I'm doing, you will not concentrate. Okay, so first listen it carefully, then later you will get the recording file and then you can practice it. Okay, so now I'm going to add Windows Server 2019 ISO file. If it is an ISO file, you can see the icon like this. Okay, ISO file, optical disk file. You can see icon like this, a disk kind of icon you can see. Either you can double click on it or you can click on select and you can open. Okay, this is how you can attach. Once it was attached, it will show you like this, Windows Server 2019 ISO, and click OK. Remember one thing, very, very, very important thing, very important thing, very, very important thing. What is that? Sometimes, not everyone, those who are having some idea that they can manage. But if you are very new, sometimes unknowingly they will click on the operating system file. If you click on the operating system file unknowingly when you downloaded, if you click on operating system file, it will generally ask next, next, next and all. Shanmukh said the same thing, right? Okay, I will also go to next, next, next. Then you will install. What will happen if you install the operating system directly on your laptop? What will happen?
It is
Bhoo.
the existing OS and the new
Hmm,
existing.
correct. Simply your laptop will be like cleared completely. It will be vanished. Nothing, no data and all will be there. New operating system will be installed in your laptop. Remember, don't double click on the operating system file. And when you are downloading also, don't try to click on it. Just click on the folder and then copy to the any folder first. Create a separate folder, downloads folder. Create a separate folder, downloads, and whatever I am giving the softwares, directly copy paste into that folder first, then attach like this. Then only you have to start the machine. If you directly double click on the operating system file, again I am saying, just watch the recording before doing it. Watch it first, do it parallelly while doing practice. Okay, first watch the step and then do it parallelly. Unknowingly, if you do, all steps are like Shanmukh said, all these steps, right? You might seen that those steps and all, but there is a little difference. Okay, and why? Because every batch one or two students will do like this. After that they will show, Shanmukh, this is what happened, I cannot see my laptop, I can see a new screen. How to fix this? Nothing, no one can fix it. Your data and all will be gone. Okay, so be very careful. Whatever softwares I am giving, download it and copy those softwares to the separate folder. And then once machine is created, go to the settings and then go to the storage section, click on the CD, go to the downloads, in which folder you downloaded, go to that folder, and then choose virtual optical disk file, go to that folder and then select the operating system first and then click OK. This is how you have to attach the operating system file, guys. Okay, fine. Now we are good. We can start this VM. Once we attach that bootable pen drive, what you will do, you will start the laptop, right? You have to click on the power button, right? So where is the power button to this virtual machine? Just double click on this. So it will be started. Double click or right click. You can use start button or normal start also. You can use, instead of that there is a shortcut, double click on it. Now the machine is going to start. So installing the operating system will be done by which team?
Windows.
Windows team only.
Windows.
Whatever we are discussing today, okay, will be done by Windows team only. SQL installations will be done by DBA team. Okay. So Windows Server 2019 and English US, keep the time and country as it is, because in the organizations will deal with the US servers. The servers will be in the US data centers and all. So you will get the same kind of feel. Okay. Keep the same United States language and the same timings and all, time zone and all. Don't change anything. Go to next. Click on install now. Okay, choose the last option. Okay, last option and go to next. And then I accept the license terms for every software. This is common, and go to next, and then select the second option, advanced. And then sometimes this next button will be grayed out. Okay, if the disk is not selected, generally no need to select the disk. By mistake, sometimes if the cursor is out and all, then the disk won't be selected. So select the disk once, and the next button will be there. Only one disk will be there. Why? Because we are giving 25 GB, right? If you are having 100 GB, you can make 2 drives, but as it is less, so I'm creating only one drive with C drive. That's it, guys. This is how you have to install the operating system. So it will take some time. If you give 1 GB to install the operating system, it will take maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes like that. If you give 2 GB, it will take 15 minutes. If you give 3 GB, it will take 10 minutes. So based on the RAM you are allocating, it is going to take some time to install the operating system, guys. Okay, clear? So this is how we'll install operating system, Windows Server 2019. Are we good? Any questions, doubts, guys, so far?
No, but Shanmugh, sorry, I missed the part actually. How did we get the ISO file? You downloaded it already, was there in your machine, right?
Why you missed Imran?
No, I just went
Hmm.
to somewhere.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Why you are going to somewhere? Huh? That's okay. Fine. Okay. So I'll give you the access today so that you will get the softwares.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But if we decide to download it from the website, like the
No,
Microsoft
no. You
website
cannot download. You
or something.
cannot download these softwares from the website. Okay. So there are a lot of things will be there. You cannot download. Even though you downloaded, you will not get direct ISO file format. You will get some other formats. Again, it will create some problem. Okay. So whatever I'm giving, maybe Oracle VirtualBox you can download. Okay. SQL Server, Windows Server, again, there is a different process to download from the website. Instead of that, I'll give you the access directly. You can download. Okay.
That access will be from the Google
Google Drive.
Drive.
Yeah. Google Drive. Yeah.
Yeah, because I normally use a Dropbox. So Dropbox and say Google Drive is the same.
Okay.
It's a different technologies, but the same way.
Same, Imran. Nothing is there. Google
Same.
Drive, very simple. Just go to your Google Drive. You can see left side shared with me. You can see softwares folder. In that softwares folder, all the softwares will be there. Right click on every software. Download option will be there. You can download it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let it be. So it is almost at the step 2 only. It will take some time. Remaining 4, 5, 6 and all, it will be completed immediately. Now, so initially, as I said, sometimes when you are creating the machine, you can see only 32-bit. How many of you can, first of all, I want to see how many of you connected from the laptops, guys. Raise your hands. There is a raise hand symbol in the Zoom. How many of you connected from laptop? How many of you are watching from phone? How many of you are from sleeping and watching? How many of you are from brushing your teeth and watching? How many of you are from taking breakfast and watching? Cooking and watching? Tell me the combinations, guys. Jackson, you connected from the laptop? What about others? Ajit, Ashu, Charan, Gopi, Hariharan, Imran, Kishore, Madhavi, Madhu, Om, Pardo, Preeti, Ram, Ravi, Shravan, Swarna, Vijay.
I'm watching in mobile.
Okay. Why mobile?
I'm watching in laptop only.
Good.
Watching from laptop.
Okay. So guys, again,
Watching
please,
from laptop.
yeah, please avoid mobile as much as you can, at least during the class, please. Because when you are watching from the mobile, you'll get a lot of notifications, messages, and all. Okay. And again, the distraction will be more. So try to understand, and you will not feel you are connected. Okay. So maybe you can see small options, small screen, and all. So always better try to join from the laptop. Okay. Please. I'm requesting everyone. So try to join from the laptop.
Sure.
So now, those who are using the old laptops, okay, sometimes they can see here, they can see while creating the VM, they can see only 32-bit machines. Only 32-bit machines you can see. So you cannot see 64-bit machines, because if you want to use this option, virtualization, this virtualization settings should be enabled in your laptop. When you are working with Oracle VirtualBox, when you are working with Oracle VirtualBox or anything, VMware or Hyper-V, if you want to get the benefits of these softwares properly, first of all, virtualization should be enabled in your laptop. How to check, Shanmukh? Generally, virtualization by default it will be enabled. Generally, you don't need to separately enable. It will be generally by default it will be enabled. How to check? Go to your task manager, and you can see here, click on CPU. Once you click on CPU, here you can see virtualization option. Okay, can you see, guys? Virtualization option. Open task manager, go to performance tab and click on CPU, and then you can see virtualization option. So it should be enabled. So I hope those who are connected from the laptop, can you check once whether for you it is showing enabled or disabled? Enabled or disabled, guys?
Yeah, enable.
Enabled only. So if it
Yeah,
is
it's
showing,
enabled.
yeah, if it is showing disabled, then you can see here, you can see only 32-bit machines. 32-bit machines you cannot manage, guys. So it should be 64-bit machines only. Okay, so if it is showing only 32-bit machines, for them this discussion is okay. If it is 64-bit, you can leave it, no issues, happy. If it is showing 32-bit machines, means you have to enable the virtualization. So how to enable the virtualization? So that is a boot level setting, BIOS level setting. So BIOS level setting means you have to restart your laptop. You have to enter into BIOS level settings. How you can enter into BIOS level settings? Depends upon the laptop manufacturer. Okay, if it is Lenovo, there is a separate BIOS key. Okay, you can first go to like Google and type. Okay, if it is a Lenovo laptop, Lenovo boot key or BIOS key, anything you can just type. Okay, see F12. So HP, if we are using HP or Dell, whatever it is, okay, BIOS key, you can simply type, you have to select F9. So restart the laptop before it is coming to online. Don't wait. Restart the laptop. Immediately the screen will go to black. Immediately start pressing boot key, F9 or F12, whatever it is. Keep pressing boot key. So once you press boot key, then you will go to blue screen, BIOS settings. Okay. Enable the virtualization. Okay, so you will get a screen like this, like a blue screen you will get it. I cannot show you because that is the OS level, boot level option. So I cannot show you in the screen and all. So I can take the help of some, okay, some screens. Virtualization, enable virtualization in BIOS. Like, so you will enter this kind of screen once you started pressing that boot key, F9 or F12, depends upon the laptop manufacturer. So there is an option called, sometimes you can see configuration settings, under sometimes you can see under advanced settings. So you can see advanced settings like this. Then you can see Intel virtualization technology like this. Intel virtualization here like this, it will show. Intel virtualization technology, it will show you disabled. Just your cursor will not work. You have to use only up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, right arrow, enter button, escape button. These two only, these keys only will work, and hit enter. that disabled, it will show you two options like enabled, disabled. Okay, and then you have to select enabled option, and then here you can see to save, there is an option F10, save and exit. Once you enabled, just press F10, it will save and exit. Then try to create the virtual machines, it will show you 64-bit. Still, if you're having any issues, don't worry. While enabling this, you have to do a video call to me in the WhatsApp, and then I'll help you how to enable the boot settings. In case if you are having 32-bit machines here, if you don't have any 32-bit machines, if you are good, then nothing to worry. Aram se, happily you can do the practice. Good guys, are we good? Right. Okay. So that is all about the virtualization. Mm, Okay, fine. So now let me check the status. It's almost installed. Yeah. So these two checks will be completed quickly. And once this is installed, guys, in the next class, we will discuss about the next step is what? Go back to this, check this one. What is the next step, guys? Install VirtualBox completed. Create the virtual machine completed. Install the Windows Server completed. Next.
Setting up the remote connection.
We have to set up the remote connection. So in the next class, I'll tell you what is a remote connection, what is a jump server, okay, how we will generally connect to the servers in the organization, what things you have to enable to get the remote connections, what is RDP, what is RDC, okay, different tools to connect to the servers, to connect to the servers remotely, and then finally I'll explain the things, and then we'll set up the remote, and then we'll connect to the server remotely, guys. So this will be discussed in the next class. So once this is ready, I'll show you, you have to complete one more step here. You have to set up the password. Once the machine is ready, I'll show you how to log into the machine, how to stop the machine also. So in the next class, we'll continue the discussion. So wait, don't drop. I'll show you two steps are there. I'll show you and then I'll tell you.
Shanmugh, can I ask you something? We have got some time.
Yes, tell me. If it is subject related, you can ask.
Yeah, but it's about ISO file. I just want to know how ISO file is working. Like it's just downloading it directly from the Microsoft, or is it like extracting itself and just we are just downloading the server itself? So I was just a bit confused about ISO file, like how it does work at the back end. Is it just is it just I
See,
just want to know.
if Microsoft is uploading the files as an ISO file, when you download, you will get ISO file. Generally, it won't upload as an ISO file. It will generally upload like an exe file or a package it will upload. So that is the reason. Again, you have to download and you have to convert into ISO file format. Only ISO files you can attach here in the VirtualBox. It will take only ISO file formats. So if you can able to find out the Microsoft ISO file for Windows Server 2019, you can download it. Otherwise, you can download directly from the links that I'm going to give you.
Yeah, so that's fine, but how it does work? Like it has got instructions inside the ISO file to download it from.
Yeah, that will, it will not download automatically. You are downloading the ISO file. ISO file means what? It is a package only. It was see, for example, a compressed folder is there, Imran. So how it was a compressed folder, a RAR folder. How it was? You are extracting that folder. You are just compressing that folder into RAR format. So this package is converted into one file format that is called ISO format.
Okay, they instructed like
Yes.
in a pack.
Yes,
All
in
the
a
files are
package.
in there.
Yes, all the files will be there in that particular ISO file.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So finally, you will get a screen, login screen, you will get it. So it will ask you to set up the password for one user. Remember guys, to log into any machine, either your phone or your laptop or the server, first of all, one person should be there to log in. One account should be there in that machine. If you remember, when you are setting up a new phone, it will ask you to give the username. So initially you have to set up the phone. So when you gave the username, either Gmail ID or your own username and all, it will create a user account for you. Then it will allow you to log in. Who was added during the installation, it will allow you to add. Once it is allowing you to log in into that machine, you can give access to others also. So I created a virtual machine. So to access this virtual machine, I need one user. So without user, I cannot access. Security is there, right? So I need one user. That user is called administrator, guys. See, username is administrator. So you have to set up the password. So next time onwards, you can use this username and password to log into this Windows server. Remember one thing, while setting up the passwords, you have to follow the password policies. So minimum eight, one caps, one small, one special character, one number. This is the password policy you have to follow, and then you have to put the password, guys. Same like Gmail and all, like strong password, how you will set it. Minimum eight characters in the sense minimum eight, either characters or numbers, whatever it is. Minimum eight, the length of the password should be minimum eight, and one special character, one number. Okay. Yeah, this is the main prerequisites to set up the password. And in lot of scenarios, we'll give different generally. In lot of scenarios, we have to give the password. So don't give different passwords in different screens. Throughout your practice, select one strong password. Use the same password everywhere. If you give different passwords in different screens, you will be confused in which password, which screen, which user I gave the password and all. So one strong password, select one strong password, give the same strong password across all the screens throughout your practice, and keep the password safe. Okay, why? Because if you lost the password, it will be very difficult to unlock the Windows server. It will be impossible. You have to again set up the media, a lot of things will be there. Okay, so write down the password somewhere and use the same password and hit enter once you gave the password. So now we are good, guys. Okay, now the VM is ready with the Windows operating system. See, now we are good. We are ready. See, this is my laptop. Backside, you can see this is my laptop. In that, you can see VirtualBox, Zoom, Google Chrome, everything you can see. And this is my server. Inside my laptop, I created a virtual machine. This is the server. Okay. So how to log into this server, guys? How to log into the server? To log into the server, there are two options. One is input, keyboard, insert, control, alt, delete. One option. This is GUI way. There is a shortcut also. What is the shortcut? You have to use right control plus delete. What is that, guys? Don't use control alt delete. Your laptop will be locked. Okay. Right control plus delete key to log into the server. Okay. So now only right control. There are two control keys on your keyboard. Left side one control key, right side one control key will be there. Press the right control key and press the delete button. Now you will get the login screen like this. We have created administrator user, right? While creating the user, just now you gave one password, right? That password you have to give here and then hit enter. Now you are logging into the virtual machine, guys. That's how we have to create the virtual machine, and we have to log into the virtual machine, guys. Okay, good. Once you logged in, one tool will open automatically, that is called server manager. In the organizations also same thing you can see, and you will also get a pop-up yes or no network related. Just click yes. Okay. So the server manager will automatically open. So let it be, and then you can minimize it after some time, or you can close the server manager. That is just an optional tool, guys. And we will use server manager in few scenarios. I'll tell you. So this is how server look like in the organization, guys. Are we good? Questions, doubts? can close that one. You can just keep the server manager for some time, and after that you can close it. So once your machine is created, once you're able to log in, then again, right, to stop the machine, what you have to do? You have to simply click on the start button, okay? And you can go to this. You can see here. See, this is also one taskbar. This is also one taskbar. This is your laptop taskbar. This is your server taskbar. Okay? This is your laptop taskbar. This is your server taskbar. So a virtual machine inside my physical machine. So once remaining everything, see, that is also kind of your laptop interface only, guys. Capabilities will be more when compared to local laptop. The physical laptop server will have more capabilities, but interface and all is almost same. Windows operating system interface is almost same. So if you want to shut down, you will click on the power button, start button, and then power button, and then shut down as your work is finished. Choose planned options, other planned, okay, continue. That's it. In this way, you can shut down the VM. So once it is shut down, you can see it will be in powered off state here, powered off state. Sometimes it will go to saved state also. Saved state means it will not respond anything. So in such scenario, you can simply right click and you can just, here saved state will be there, right? You can start the machine. So sometimes by mistake, if it went to saved state and all, you can again right click on the machine, start, and you can start it. Automatically it will start. Once start, don't directly close the server. It will be corrupted. Log into the server if you want to complete, if your work is completed, if you want to shut down the server. But in the organization, remember one thing, never ever shut down the server. If you shut down the server in the organization, that will be the last day in your organization. No excuses, nothing. Okay, we'll never shut down any server. Maybe it depends upon the activity. We might restart the servers during patching or upgradations. We'll never shut down the server. If you shut down the server, it will go to the escalation, guys. Okay, it's a very big uh, problem. Okay, by mistake also don't do that. Servers has to continuously run in the background. If once your work is completed, you have to log off from the server. I'll tell you in the evening session. I'll tell you how to log off, how to disconnect, how to sign off, what is the difference between sign out, log off, and disconnect. Okay, I'll tell you in the next class, and I'll also show you the remote connections. So as we are building it internally, so and again in the evening we have a class, so that's why I just shut down the server. Till evening we don't use it, right? So that's why I just shut down the server. In the organization, you cannot shut down the server. You have to come out from the server. For that, there is an option called log off. So I'll tell you how to log off from the server in the next class, and I will also show you the remote connections, how to connect to the server remotely, RDP and all everything I'll show you in the next class, guys. So that's it for now. Are we good? Any questions so far, please?
No, I just want to know that when this Google Drive and everything will be available, so we can do it like later today or sometime tomorrow.
You will get it today, Imran.
Okay, that's
Good, guys? Okay. No questions?
Sir, based upon the
Yeah, please, please.
when we are allocating the RAM for VM, right? It's based upon the free space or
Free space only, based
how
on
can
your
we decide?
laptop RAM only. While creating it will show you right here. When you are creating a new
I mean,
machine,
if I,
it
yeah.
will show you how much RAM is available in your machine. Something like next. See, in my machine 16 GB. And again, I show you like I just shown you also like how much RAM is in use currently. How much RAM is there, free RAM is there. Based on that, you have to allocate the RAM. And it will also show
Okay, sir.
you the how much RAM is maximum capacity, how much RAM is your maximum capacity. And then you have to allocate based on the free RAM, you can allocate the RAM here.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, guys, are we good? Okay. No questions?
thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So that's it for now. Okay, we'll connect again in the evening, 7 p.m. IST, and then we'll continue the discussion, guys. Thank you all. Bye. Good night. Good day.